tell me to sit on my fingers and not say anything when you speak. You ended the last meeting in violation of the council rule, so you have your first warning tonight. Any further warnings, and you will be asked to be removed from the chamber.
I'm Mr. Haluba.
By avoiding the citizens, the chart seems to be vesting power with the council and staff, and not with taxpayers. Citizens see the council as absolute rulers with no apparent recourse.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse, especially for law enforcement officers.
What I will say is that you and your cohort supposedly quote a Mark Twain quote about politicians and diapers.
Mark Twain said politicians and diapers must be changed often for the very same reason.
I'm going with this, don't you? Mark Twain said it best.
This is your First Amendment right,
politicians in diapers need to be changed frequently.
It takes someone with a third grade education about 2 seconds to find out that that's a lie. It never happened. It was invented by Twitter.
What's up, everybody? Soliaker here. Stay all the way to the end. I give my final thoughts, but this video is about the city council meeting of Clearwater. This pertains to the panhandling ordinance that they have. It pertains to them paying for taking taxpayers' money to lobby for the ban of open carry of firearms, or open carry of rifles, we'll just call them. And this was about the public comment, and I give a lot of credit to Mr. Haluba. Like I said, this gentleman, he lives in Clearwater. He goes to about every one of these Clearwater meetings, and I want to start this man a YouTube channel because some of the things he says and how he just really, he gets under the thin skin of Clearwater Council. So if you want to help Mr. Haluba get a GoPro, he's got about $40 right now. I will leave links in the description. You just throw the money into the PayPal. As soon as I want to try to get him a halfway decent one. But anyway, if you want to help out getting Mr. Haluba a camera so that we can start him a YouTube channel, please donate into the PayPal. You don't have to, but if you want to help him out, please do. But let's get into this video and just stay all the way to the end for my final thoughts.
Aggressive panhandling would be illegal. Why would that be any different? If free speech is free speech, whether it's aggressive or not, well, because fall into the same boat, right? That would entail continuing to go after somebody and harassing them and trying to force them a course and everything. But just asking somebody to say, "Hey, can you give me a hand?" Right, that's free speech. Okay. When you have a sign, it's no longer free speech. If you're interrupting people in their day, it's no longer free speech. You're also on private property. This is city property.
Could be homeless here. I've seen plenty of videos of homeless people being ridiculed and persecuted by the police here. And for Mr. Margolis, you might want to write this down. The court case is called David.Allbritton versus State of Florida. If somebody wants to ask for money, it is completely legal.
Ordinance number 9727-23. An ordinance of the City of Clearwater, Florida, repealing Chapter 21, Section 21.18 of the Code of Ordinances relating to soliciting, begging, or panhandling in the Clearwater Downtown Core Redevelopment Zone and the Clearwater Beach Core Tourist Zone, providing an effective date.
Any questions or comments on this item? Is there anyone from the public here to speak to this item? Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve agenda item 8.1.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you.
We are the champions, my friend.
All right, it's time now for citizens to be heard regarding items that are not on the agenda.
I'm Dalton, I live in Clearwater. This is a citywide organization chart, City of Clearwater. Is there something missing from this? The level up here above the council seems to be missing, and that is the citizens of Clearwater, and we are conspicuously missing. So we ask, who finances the city? Is it the city staff? The city manager? The council? The chart simply bypasses the tax-paying bosses because it is an inconvenient fact. By avoiding the citizens, the chart seems to be vesting power with the council and staff and not with taxpayers. Citizens see the council as absolute rulers with no apparent recourse. When challenged, the council argues they are the policy group, a policy group for whose benefit? To that point, we say nonsense. Council is supposed to be the people's responsive agent to oversee the city operations. With the present chart, the people have no input. The council must listen to us. We are the bosses. Change the chart back to the ones that previously listed the citizens at the top. Thank you.
Thank you.
Two slips
Please wrap it up,
will
ma'am.
need to be removed.
Thank
They
you.
are not.
Your time's up.
Thank you for
very
your
much.
time.
Thank you.
Please, City Council, help us with
Thank
this
you.
injustice.
Thank you. Anyone want to respond to this?
Right now? Yeah, Mayor, I'm happy to. One of the things that I'll say is that none of
Now buckle this! Ludicrous speed! Go! Just stop this thing! I order you! Stop!
Mr. Haluba, always a pleasure to see you. Before you start and tell me to sit on my fingers and not say anything when you speak, you ended the last meeting in violation of the council rules.
Mr. Gandy, vaffanculo stronzo.
In violation of the council rules by using profanity aimed at the chief, so you have your first warning tonight. Any further warnings, and you will be asked to be removed from the chamber.
I'm Mr. Haluba. Mr. Bunker has acknowledged mistakes were made by Clearwater Police. Now, unfortunately, those mistakes are repeated in an ongoing manner. And of course, Clearwater Police does not have every facet of the law at their fingertips.
You sure about that? That's why?
Clearwater Police, this is Owen. The line is recorded.
How you doing, Owen? I was just wondering, is it your department's policy to arrest people when they're legally fishing and open carrying legally in the state of Florida and violate their constitutional rights?
So what? That's not necessary. All they need is a working knowledge of the law and a little bit of compassion, both of which are sorely lacking. Ignorance of the law is no excuse, especially for law enforcement officers. Clearwater Police is not well respected for many reasons, and that sort of ignorance is one of them.
Stop. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, why you got your hands on me?
Because you're walking with a firearm.
I know. I'm going fishing. Look, I got a fishing pole. Let's go. Hey, you're putting your hands on me, sir. Time to go. I'm leaving. They've asked you to go. Don't have to fucking push me, dude. You did the same thing your other officers did. Time to go. You put your hands on me once again.
Asking somebody to say, hey, can you give me a hand? Right, that's free speech. Okay. When you have a sign, it's no longer free speech. If you're interrupting people in their day, it's no longer free speech. You're also on private property here.
The lax hiring standards under Jennifer, Slaughter, Gandy is where it starts. There needs to be serious reforms within Clearwater Police to earn the public's respect. Or it can easily be disbanded. PCSO is primary law enforcement. Now, Jennifer can spout falsehoods to a round of applause from the city council with Miss Beckman as her #1 cheerleader However, that does not change the fact that the recycle debacle and ripoff is ongoing. And there's many other problems, obviously, some of which we heard tonight, that Ms. Poirier can't handle. The history of this city council changing or ignoring the city charter needs to stop now. It's a horrible practice. It's a breach of trust. It's how we ended up with recycled people like Brian.Aungst, Gandhi, Slaughter. It will be entertaining, in my opinion, to watch the fireworks explode if the city pursues any eminent domain downtown. And I don't really care, man or woman, or if Mr. Margolis holds hands with anybody, but he really should pick a new barbershop. I have 10 seconds, Mr. Aungst. Say something else.
Did I say anything?
Thankfully, no.
What I will say is that you and your cohort supposedly quote a Mark Twain quote about politicians and diapers.
Mark Twain said politicians and diapers must be changed often for the very same reason.
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? Mark Twain said it best.
This is your First Amendment right,
Politicians in diapers need to be changed frequently.
It takes someone with a third grade education about 2 seconds to find out that that's a lie. It never happened. It was invented by Twitter.
This doesn't change anything.
But again, Mark Twain did say, it's better to keep your mouth shut and let people think you're a fool than open it and leave no doubt.
You gotta do better than this, kid!
Anyone else? 10.2, please.
Approve the 2024 state legislative agenda. Council members, as directed at the work session, I spoke with the police chief regarding the language that included an opposition to the open carry of assault rifles, and that has been stricken from the agenda.
Woo! Yeah!
As and presented to you today for your approval.
Okay.
Are there any questions?
Any questions or comments on this item? No. Anyone from the public want to speak to this item? If not, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve agenda item 10.2.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Unanimous.
As you can see, thankfully, to honor your oath, make sure you go over and subscribe to his channel. I'm not 100% sure it was me, but I showed up to their council meeting and I told them about the case law, and here they are getting rid of the ordinance. So huge, more shouts outs to honor your oath, but you know, long as we keep pressing these council members and keep pressing our politicians, things like this could happen, and they should happen. You know, they should be listening to the people, because at the end of the day, we're the ones paying their salaries. So yes, it's very important. The second half is, I'm shocked that Gandhi didn't want to try to pursue the open carry of rifles. You know, I'm shocked about that, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I don't care. You know, at least maybe they were watching the video that I put out and they knew that it wasn't going to go anywhere. And then, like I said, with Mr. Haluba, if you do want to help him out, my PayPal link's in the description below. I've got about $40 for him as of right now to try to help him get some kind of GoPro. It may not be a GoPro, but it's going to be something very close to, or, you know, it's going to be a decent. It's not going to be just a China knockoff. It's going to be a halfway decent camera for him. So, that being said, that's all I got. Don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. Leave a comment below, and I'm out. Soliaker. Deuces. At the end of editing this video, Mr. Haluba sent me an email, so I'm going to run the email real quick, and I think you'll all get a kick out of it.